Rock Nation, Wale. Look, cold world, still a cold world. And a couple of y'all is cool, but we
Let's go division predictions. And obviously, so NFC East, we have Eagles.
Yeah.
Eagles. And I just think that the Eagles, they're just talent top to bottom and just better than the rest. Dallas Cowboys, they lost Amari Cooper. The defense is solid, it's okay. But offensively, losing Tyron Smith is going to have a detrimental effect to the offense. So, yeah, I'm going to go
Literally,
Eagles
the only reason I'm going the Eagles as the division winner is just because no team has repeated since 2004.
Dalton Schultz, you better go off this year.
He will.
You better go off.
He will. He's getting at least 1K
It's crazy because people in the group chat are like, why you draft Dalton Schultz? Because in all my mock drafts, I would draft Dallas Goedert, but I draft Dalton Schultz this time. Because I realized, I was like, first of all, Eagles is like on me, they run first kind of. They're not really airing it out. And then you have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Let me get Dalton Schultz because besides CeeDee Lamb, and God bless Jalen Tolbert, but dude is a rookie. I don't care.
Gallup will be back by week 4, hopefully.
Yeah, and he's coming off injury. So besides CeeDee Lamb, what other reliable target does Dak have? So I'm going Dalton Schultz. But yeah. Cowboys, God bless you, but you just don't have enough offensively and defensively. I don't see your defense being elite enough.
It's funny because the Eagles got all of that talent, yet their season lies in one man's hand.
Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
But yeah, I believe in Jalen Hurts. I'm gonna go with the Eagles on this one. Yeah, I know you keep making that face. But yeah, next division, we're gonna go NFC South, and I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now that could change. The Saints, they might creep up on you. Tom Brady.
That's going to be a very close division. I think it may come down to a tiebreaker scenario. Because the Saints always beat the Bucs.
Yep. So I'm gonna go with Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. I just believe in Tom Brady. I believe in the coaching staff and just that Super Bowl. They have that Super Bowl sort of DNA in them. They're winning. The winning mentality. I'm gonna go with them. And then the Saints, they don't have Sean Payton no more. So I have to wait and see how they look, but yeah.
I'll go with the Bucs. It definitely could change.
So then let's go to the NFC North, and that is obviously Green Bay. I'm sorry, even though the Vikings, I will admit the Vikings are very they're sneaky. They're very sneaky because of that offense. The new head coach as well, and they still have some pieces on defense. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings really give Green Bay a headache.
I think they'll split the season.
Yeah, they will. Wait a minute. I don't think we predicted the game. The Vikings and the Packers.
Oh, they playing it?
I think they are.
I'm gonna go
Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings.
I'm gonna go Vikings. And I'm a Packers fan.
That's the underdog.
I think what it is that
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the continuity. Vikings familiar offense going against the Packers, the offense is still not clicked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I think the thing with the Packers is that they're still in sort of a position where they need to get all their pieces sort of acclimated, and Christian Watson, he didn't get any time in the preseason. Romeo Doubs, just hearing from Aaron Rodgers, he's improved, but he's a rookie, needs time in the system to really sort of understand where his role is, where his spots, where he needs to go. And then Robert Tonyan, he's coming back from injury. I have no clue if he's going to play. Alan Lazard, he might not play as well. So David Bakhtiari, he's coming back, and then I think it's Elton Jenkins. I don't think he plays on Sunday as well. So it's a lot of question marks. I'll just go with the Vikings that week because I just think that their offense is going to be clicking on all cylinders. I don't think the Packers are going to be ready for what the Vikings offense is going to sort of just show them, because the Packers defense, I think, in the middle of the year, that's when they're going to start clicking on all cylinders. But beginning of the year, I just think that it's going to take some time. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Vikings. I expect the Vikings offense to go off.
Yep.
Week 1.
Are you a believer in Jair? I didn't know a lot of people aren't believers.
Because they don't watch football. They don't watch football. Jair Alexander. It's because he was hurt last year. So people forget. They forgot.
They also said that COVID season was a fluke.
Yeah, they say a lot of things, but if you watch the film, if you watch the tape, you know Jair Alexander is legit. Look what he did against the Bucks. Remember in the playoff game,
Yep.
he picked up. I think he may have picked off Brady twice. Like, dude was keeping them in the game. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers wasn't able to get the deal done, but Jair Alexander was making clutch plays in that playoff game, that conference championship game. So Jair Alexander's legit. He, in my opinion, he's the second best corner in the NFL behind Jalen Ramsey. Who better than him?
Give me J.C. Jackson.
You're crazy. You're fucking crazy. Coverage wise,
Give me J.C. Jackson.
You telling me
J.C. Jackson does both. He gets the ball back and plays good coverage.
you think J.C. Jackson better in coverage than Jair Alexander?
I didn't say. I said I like the coverage and the ball taking ability.
I mean, Jair Alexander, he got good ball taking ability.
Yeah.
Maybe now J.C. Jackson, he'll probably get like 6 picks, 6 picks, but Jair Alexander's coverage, man, he is locked down. Dude is straight locked down. So I'm gonna have him at number 2 and then JC at 3 or 4. So anywho, that's a different discussion for another day. Yeah. So back to the topic at hand, and we were talking about divisions and where we went from NFC North. Yeah, and I said
now,
Packers.
Yeah.
And
so now NFC West the only.
Yeah, NFC West. So now I'm gonna go.
It's pretty easy. It's the Rams.
Are we sure?
Actually, I don't listen. I want the 49ers definitely, but it's all dependent on Trey Lance. Are we sure Trey Lance is the guy?
That's a great question. That is a great question. I feel like in this moment, you have to go with the Rams. You have to go with the safe pick because you just don't know with the 49ers. Like the 49ers, they have a higher ceiling, in my opinion.
Yes, they absolutely.
Especially since with Matthew Stafford's elbow. But are you going to bet it on the rookie? And then let's say he doesn't produce and they bring in Jimmy Garoppolo. Is Jimmy Garoppolo going to be able to like overcome like sort of the ground that they already, like the losses that they already contributed to the team? So I'm going to go with the Rams in this one. I'm just a believer in the Rams. Definitely not the Cardinals. Sorry.
Yeah.
So let's go
not
AFC.
This year. Not this year.
Let's go AFC now, and let's go AFC East. And I have the Bills.
Yeah. Dolphins will probably win 10 games or so.
Yeah, Dolphins, you never know. They could sneak up on you, but I just think that the Bills just top to bottom.
Too much firepower.
Head coaching. They've been around the block. I think the Bills got this in the bag.
Yeah,
So
they pretty much established their identity as a football team.
Yup.
And while the Dolphins got the talent, they don't have a set, philosophy.
and then they have a new head coach as well.
Yeah.
So they still have things.
It's still going to be a mesh period.
Mm-hmm. So then we have AFC North, and I have the Ravens. I just think that the Ravens, like Lamar Jackson, he's, in my opinion, he's
Lamar's
better than
gonna
Joe.
go off.
I think he's better than Joe Burrow. Some other people, they like to think that Joe Burrow is better than Lamar Jackson. I don't think so. I look at the Ravens and where they were last year, just the injuries and still being able to have over a 500 record. That's very impressive. They're bringing all those guys back, and they are adding pieces as well. I like the Ravens.
Yeah.
You like the Ravens as well?
I got the Ravens at probably 12 wins, and the Bengals will probably go by 10 and 7. Yeah.
The thing with the Bengals is that it's interesting. They won 10 games last year and made the Super Bowl. So they added offensive linemen, I know. They added a little, a few pieces. I just think that the Ravens, just them and those injuries, like they were just probably the most injured team in the league, and they still managed to get like 9 wins. I just like the Ravens, their coaching staff, Lamar Jackson. He's playing for a contract. He's going to be motivated. Ravens got this in the bag. I say they'll win 12 games.
Yep.
So then we go to
let's do AFC South because that division is bleh.
So Colts.
You got Colts?
Yep. Colts. I look at the Colts, and I think the problem with last year was the quarterback. I feel like they have a complete team. I say the wide receiver position could be a little bit better, but I do like Michael Pippen Jr., Jonathan Taylor is definitely, and then Nakeem Hines, he's also really good as well. I think the head coach is pretty good. The defense is pretty solid. So yeah, I like the Colts.
I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with the Titans.
The Titans?
The Titans just one of them teams. They just always like you don't hear anything about them. They just sneak up until they lose in the playoffs.
But who they gonna? I mean, I like Robert Woods, but he's coming off injury. Treylon Burks is a rookie. Ryan Tannehill, he's okay. He's serviceable, but and then the defense. All right, do you trust the defense?
Well, they did lose their best Harold Landry. I think they just lost him for this. Colts may be the pick. I don't know.
Because I just look at them. They have Mike Vrabel is a really good coach.
Yeah.
It's just they don't have enough pieces.
You think the jig is up finally for him?
I don't know. I think it is. As the division winner, yeah. As a division winner, I don't think they're going to do it. They lost their best receiver, Pro Bowl receiver. So, yeah, I think it's going to be the Colts to win. So
I can agree with that.
Let's go to the AFC West, and this is the toughest one. But I'm gonna go with the team that I've seen win it so many years. I'm gonna go with the Chiefs this year. I just believe in the Chiefs. They have that championship pedigree. I believe that Patrick Mahomes is gonna come back with a vengeance. He's gonna come back at like an MVP level. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs, even though the other teams are very talented. I think the other teams they still. Besides the Chargers, the other teams still need to sort of get acclimated. A lot of new parts added to the equation. So, yeah, I just trust the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chiefs, too. I think, it's Pat Mahomes. I can't really bet against Pat Mahomes and Andy Reid. Even though the Chargers, on paper, they're better, but it's still Pat Mahomes.
Head coach. Brandon Staley, I need to see it to believe it, bro.
I'm not a fan of defensive coaches. The only one that's really like legitimate is obviously Bill Belichick.
Mike Tomlin.
Oh yeah, Mike Tomlin. But other than that, I need an offensive-minded coach. Let the defensive coordinators handle the defense. Give me an offensive-minded coach that'll, draw up plays and things like that. That's what I need.
Thing is, Justin Herbert, I need to see him do it when it matters most. Because a lot of times the Chargers are like in these one-score games and they don't get the job done. And some of that falls under the coach. Some of that falls under the QB as well. So I need to see Justin Herbert thrive when it matters most. And at this point, I can't really trust it. I have to see it to believe it. So I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this one.
Yeah, and I think the Chiefs' defense, they didn't really get worse since Tyrann Mathieu. They still got Frank Clark. They added George Karlaftis in the draft. They got Trent McDuffie. Yep. They still got L'Jarius Sneed.
Yep.
So I don't really see them regressing much on that end. The offense will definitely probably take a hit because, Tyreek Hill is the top 5 receiver in my opinion. But they should be all right.
Mm-hmm.
They still got decent line. Decent. They still got their running backs, They still got Travis Kelce.
Yep.
And they added some additions in the offseason, so they're probably going to be more wide receiver by committee. So I'm expecting a lot of guys to get opportunities. So, yeah, I'm going to just go with the Chiefs. I haven't seen anything that really dictates that they're not going to win this year.
And I believe, I don't know if it was the year they won the Super Bowl or it was the year they went back to the Super Bowl. I remember there was like a time where I think Tyreek Hill got hurt and Patrick Mahomes had to sort of figure out how to win games without him. And he still was producing pretty well. So I think Patrick Mahomes would do well.
For my life in these sentences, fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a Pendleton nigga. I need that, bitch. I need that.